This right here is your mindset when you don't have clarity. You have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of scattered thoughts, but you don't know exactly what to do with all those thoughts. And so it's really just overwhelming. It's not providing you any real clear guidance on any clear thoughts. And so you don't really have any kind of clear direction. You're just moving and just taking your life wherever it takes you. You don't have any direction to move you forward to your goal. But we need to change that. And this is the tool that's going to help you change that. When this right here is hot, that's when you have recognized that you need to work on your mindset. And when you take that hot iron, recognizing that you need to work on your mindset, and you start working on it every day, you start applying that heat to your mindset, you will start to clear some paths and start knowing where you need to go. And then you take it to the next step and you start taking action and moving towards it. But let me put that in a logical way so you can start today. If you were to take, for example, a confused mindset, you don't know the answers to who you are and where you want to go in life. You grab that hot iron. When that iron is hot, that's like you waking up and realizing, man, you know what? I'm going to put in some thought today. I realize that I don't know exactly which way I want to go with my life, but I want to work on it. That's you plugging it in. That's you getting that heat started. Now you got that steam going. The next thing you do is you apply it to that mindset. Maybe you fear certain things that stop you from moving forward. Maybe you're scared of what that interview will look like. So you just don't apply for the job because you're afraid that you're going to fail in the interview. You need to change that mindset. Or maybe you think you're not qualified enough to apply for a job, or you're not qualified enough to do the job you're currently in. You got imposter syndrome. You need to clear that up. So you take that hot iron, right? By recognizing that you want to clear this thing up. That's the heat. You apply it every day. It's going to take a minute. Sometimes it's not going to immediately knock out and give you clarity, but you got to apply that heat every day. And then after some days go by that you continue to put that work in, you start to see that clarity. What is the work that I'm talking about? Maybe you start recognizing that you need to clarify your mindset on things and set some goals on things and start to write out some plans on what you want to do. When you realize that and you start to put it into action, it looks like maybe you have the limiting beliefs like, I can't do it for whatever reason. I don't have the money. I don't have the talent. I don't have the time. Whatever it is that you are telling yourself, you start working on that and thinking about a better way to frame that statement. Maybe you don't have a lot of time, but you have some time and you're going to start doing X, Y, Z with that time. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of money, but you got some money and you're going to start doing this with that little bit of money. Or you don't need money after all because there's other things you could be doing that doesn't cost you money, that you can work your way up until you have money. But you got to figure out how you're going to get past those beliefs that you can't. And you start working on it every day. You start writing it down. Oh, I just realized I had that same thought. I've been thinking for years. That's putting that heat on it. I just had that same thought. I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to write that down. I keep thinking about it this way. But what instead I want to think about it is this way. You write those two things down. Maybe the next day, you just pull that back out. That's applying the heat to your mindset. You pull that back out. Oh yeah, yep, I still have that same thought. I still got to get over that. I'm going to start reframing my thoughts. Whatever it is, and you put new work in every single day, eventually you'll have a clear path. That's how you work on your mindset.